Football is back, and so is the big board. The best way to see the Big Ten slate in one glance. 18 teams, 18 games in week one. It starts with 4 Thursday night, 2 here on the Big Ten Network. Rutgers and Ohio U, followed by Wisconsin and Miami of Ohio. Minnesota and Nebraska also play that night. You got Illinois and Michigan State getting going on Friday. Then a dozen games on Saturday. We have Maryland, Purdue, defending Big Ten champ Oregon, USC, and Washington on our airwaves. Our Taco Bell countdown to kickoff, looking at a game that will garner the most attention nationally. Number 1, Texas. Number 3, Ohio State, meeting for just the 5th time ever, but the 2nd this calendar year. Remember, the Bucks beat the Longhorns in the CFP semis in January. It's just the 3rd ever regular season meeting. They had a 2-season series about 20 years ago. The road team won both times. This is a huge challenge, no doubt, for Ohio State, although it is interesting to note they are considered the favorite in the game. It's the first time that a number 1 team in this modern era has been considered the underdog in its season opener. It tells you just how good both these teams are. Obviously, Ohio State's the defending champs. Texas is considered the best team, at least by the pollsters right now. Howard, there's a ton to dissect, and we're going to get into it all week leading up to kickoff on Saturday. But what intrigues you the most here?
Yeah, I think offensive line play by both teams. I think ultimately they're going to see some outstanding play. You talk about Ohio State, who's putting a new offensive line together, going against a dominant defensive front. When you look at Texas, led by Simmons up front, there are just so many individual matchups in this game. The number 3 receiver for Texas versus the nickel, Lorenzo Styles, if he ultimately has won that job, which I think he will. They're just matchups there. Then you go to the quarterback position, Manning, Sand on one side. It's just so many things. The expectations of the quarterback position for both programs are at a high level that they both had outstanding quarterback play last year, but now they're expecting the quarterbacks this year to even raise that level, which is amazing to think about.
It is incredible. I mean, Arch Manning is considered the favorite to win the Heisman Trophy. And we're talking about a guy who hasn't been the starting quarterback. Now, give him a ton of credit. And we've been talking about the way that the game has changed. Like, for Arch Manning to be willing to be an understudy for a couple years speaks volumes about the kind of guy he is. I think you'd say the same about, like, Dante Moore. Starts at UCLA, says, hey, I'm going to go to Oregon. I'm going to sit for a year. I'm going to learn. I'm going to figure it out. Again, I mean, ton of respect there. But, man, that's a lot of pressure. And it's a lot of pressure for Julian Sayin, too. I mean, quarterback gets the bulk of the attention sometimes in these narratives. And to your point, there's all kinds of interesting matchups. But both these quarterbacks have a lot on their plate and a lot on their shoulders.
Yeah, both do. And you think about taking it a step further, look at the offensive coordinator or the play caller that you'll have at Ohio State, Brian Hartline. His second shot at being an offensive coordinator. I think he's really grown as a coach. He's an unbelievable wide receiver coach, unbelievable recruiter and developer of talent, taking another step, adding another title to his resume. How is he going to handle it? It's great that they're at home, get an opportunity to really have the fans behind them, but this is going to be a great matchup. Talking about the talent on both these teams is just through the roof.
It's amazing, and it's even more amazing when you consider they lost 26 players between them to the NFL draft. 14 for Ohio State, a dozen for the Longhorns. So these are talent factories right now. Give Steve Sarkisian a lot of credit. We obviously follow Ohio State really closely, but Texas is back. I mean, they're back in the national conversation. It kind of became an ongoing, every year we'd say Texas back. They're actually back. So this is a huge matchup. It's going to be a ton of fun on Saturday.